right, guys, we're going to read our second text today, entitled The Legend of Eben and Heidi Lou Dolphin by Patrick Bowles, illustrated by Wendrick. There was a beautiful dolphin who lived in the sea. Remember, guys, we're going to be comparing and contrasting at the end. So as we're reading, try to look for similarities and differences. Okay? There was a beautiful dolphin who lived in the sea. She swam and she frolicked, so wild and so free. She had smooth, silky skin that was deep silver blue and was known to all others as Miss Heidi Lou. Her eyes were as sparkly as stars in the sky and full of the wonder that makes others high. She was smart, full of questions and curious notions about the wide world and all of its oceans. One day she was swimming out far from the land when she saw a large ship that looked out of hand. It let out great nets. As it circled quite slow, Lou Dolphin swam closer, for she just had to know. What was going on here in this part of her home? She had heard of these men, and now they had come to take from the sea great numbers of fishes, against her desires, against Miss Lou's wishes. She dived from the bottom. It was part of her plan to outwit these robbers, to say no to man. She sought out the cable that stretched through the seam. She would fix it so that they could not come again. Lou would wrap the great cable beneath the ship's hull and wait for the winches to pull and to pull. When the men pulled, it would cause it to shudder and break as it strained against the large rudder. But something went wrong as the net tightened in. Heidi the dolphin was caught by her fin. She wiggled and thrashed, but could not shake loose, and was gasping for air like a man in a noose. Lou cried out for help, but she had come all alone, and thought, I will die here, I'll sink like a stone. Yet there in the water was someone who knew of the courage and bravery of this dolphin Lou. A pure golden dolphin with steel blue eyes had seen Heidi's action and now heard her cries. Eben Dolphin came racing and severed the net. Then he held her close by and flew like a jet. This dolphin was magic. He knew how to fly. Their spirits for one as they took to the sky. They landed most gently in a warm tropic bay where the bright sun was setting to close out the day. He said, let us be partners and travel the earth to let all men know of the seas and their worth. I want you to join with me here in this life. I will be your husband, you will be my wife. Aww. They laughed while they played and they danced in the ocean, relaxing and swaying in the soft current's motion. They swam and they leaped over reefs and sandbars, and at night they went flying way out to the stars. Together forever, their mission will be to bring new awareness to you and to me. That here in the present there are no magic potions to cure all the perils that threaten the oceans. However, each one of us can do our part as Eben and Heidi show us a new start. They will circle together as their journey unfolds, this pure, perfect couple of silver and gold. The end. All right. I heard lots of similarities and differences. Did you guys?
Yes.
All right, let's get our chart out. We're going to pass out our Venn diagrams.
I will.
All right, and
Can we color now?
sure, Bella, you can color. Okay, so we're going to fill this out together. Here's yours, and I will take mine. All right, so they have two subject headings. So we'll write our first text that we read, which was just titled Dolphins. And then our second one, which we'll just write Legend, short for the whole title. The Legend of Eben and Heidi Lou Dolphin. Okay? All right, so you see how we have this circle off by itself, this circle is by itself, and in the middle they overlap. So we'll write where they overlap in the story, the similarities. Can anyone think of any similarities?
There's dolphins in both.
Yep, that's the big one, right? They're both about dolphins. Okay. Anybody else? Bella?
Listening.
Yeah, good job. All right. So they're curious, right? Look, in this page, on page 6, she says she was smart, full of questions and curious notions. Remember how we read about that in the first text?
Yeah.
Scientists know that they're curious, know that they're smart. So we can actually put both of those. They both mention they're curious,
What's the lid to
and
this?
smart. And another one too, they also said she was fast. There's another similarity. You mentioned that the dolphins are fast. All right, how about differences? There's a lot of differences. They're really quite different. One's a story, right? And one is like factual. So like the type of story. we
Fiction
could
and
say,
non-fiction?
very good. So one's fiction.
Which one's fiction?
Dolphins. Wait. Sorry, dolphins is nonfiction. That means true. And the legend was a story because you know dolphins don't really fly, right?
Nope.
All right. Some more differences. How about in the story we read, talks about men and fishing and the harmful effects of that on the ocean. So in the first one, we're mostly just listing facts. And the second one, maybe we're talking about issues. Alright, how about another difference? I'll give you a hint. How many dolphins were in the story?
Two.
Right. So, how many dolphins were in the first story?
One.
Right. So the first one, we just talked about bottlenose dolphins, right?
Mhm.
So we'll write bottlenose on the left, and on the right, we can say different types. We have the golden dolphin and the silver dolphin. Which are fiction. No golden silver dolphins in real life.
Are we done now?
Almost. And the last part.
Mommy, you've been recording for 7 minutes.
Alright, let's see if we can find a couple more differences. Alexis?
In one there was a sunset, and one there was not.
Sure. No sunset. First one and sunset. How about they both mention people? There's another similarity. Talked about people. Actually, that could be a similarity and a difference because in the first one,
They were talking about scientists, and in the second
Yeah.
one they were talking about men.
I was gonna say almost like good guys and bad guys. Like scientists are the good guys in the first book, and then they kind of talked about the bad guys being the fishermen in the second book. So we have a lot of information. We have this whole thing filled out, each line. We have plenty of information to write our paragraphs now, which is gonna be the next part of the assignment.
Oh yeah, paragraphs.
Now,
Paragraphs.
you will take these to help you, and you'll write one paragraph about their similarities, one paragraph about their differences, and a conclusion. Okay?
Okay.
Get
So
started.
we have to write 3 paragraphs.
Yes, it'll be 3 paragraphs, and I'll be walking
So
around
like
with you.
introduction, reason, and then conclusion.
Yes. 1 second. You're going to-
Oh, I've been doing all these in school, so I was down. I can write these.
Yes, 1 introduction, your first paragraph, second paragraph for similarities, third paragraph for differences,
For
and a
another
conclusion.
difference.
So for a total of 4 paragraphs. And we will share those.